Carl, what are we watching this week? Carl, what are we watching?
He's remixing it.
What are we watching this week?
What are we watching this week? What are we watching this week?
What are we watching this week?
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. What are we watching
This week.
Let's check.
On the screens.
Carl, what are we watching this week?
This guy.
Yes.
Welcome to On the Screens. This is where we talk about our favorite things that we're watching, which
On
I'm
the
upset.
screen.
I didn't do my homework. I didn't write down the episode titles. That's why I was saying oh no for earlier.
Oh.
But
So we
fine.
could talk about TV shows we like, movies we like, upcoming TV shows and movies.
Let's start with the first one, which is Miss Marvel, episode 6. It's the last episode in the season. And I remember the name of this one. It's called No Normal.
Oh yeah.
Miss Marvel, the final episode. Kamala's home, and it's so funny because she begins with like telling her whole family that she is the superhero, and like they're like, oh really? The brother, I love the brother, man. I love the brother. He's like, oh really? And she's like, you all knew. Yeah, it was so cute. And everyone was so accepting, and then it was just a cute family moment because they've been having a lot of friction, especially with like, you know, she kind of ruined the wedding and whatnot, so it was really just a lot of friction. And then my favorite part that made me almost cry was when the mom made her outfit. It was so cute. Why is Carl just looking at it like he's not saying anything? What?
Nothing.
Say something.
Allergies.
I knew he was going to say that.
Allergies.
Why are you just...
I don't know.
You didn't like it?
No, I liked it.
You wanted them to wrap it up at last week.
No. I mean, I felt like it could, but I thought this was a fine ending as well. I just don't like it when I don't watch it right before we shoot, and then I look at my notes and I'm like, huh?
So Carl cannot take notes because he does not understand his notes.
I mean,
he does not understand his notes.
No, I understand the notes, but it's just not as fun and exciting as when I have just watched it and talked about it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yes, I can see. I mean, I did watch it today.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I have a little more.
Yeah.
So remember, so Bruno and what's his name? No, that's her name. What's Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah. They, Bruno was helping Cameron.
Yeah.
You don't remember they did a whole thing where finally old girl was like, they tried to get me to rat you out, and she just came out of nowhere when they were at the school. Zoe, the influencer girl, and then they did the thing where they were trying to distract.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say the one thing that I was kind of like was that these are, agents and stuff with guns or whatever, and she's like, oh, let's throw tennis balls at them, and I'm like. But that's also why they had the girl bring her following so that people so that there'll be witnesses. But still, it was kind of like they know who all of you are. Like they could just arrest you after the camera's cut. I don't know.
So let me try catch up.
Oh my gosh.
With some of my dumbass notes.
No, they're not dumb.
It says Green Lantern recharge. Okay, so Green Lantern's recharged the rings, and I was like, oh, what? Does she need to recharge?
No, the sister asked.
Right.
The sister-in-law asked.
And I just thought, wow, that's why they asked. And then I liked the synth pop in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
And then remember that part where the lady who was like in charge of the agents was in the mosque, and they were trying to get in, and
they were ready with IDs.
Yeah, and then someone was like, oh, she was like, I don't have time for this Quranic quotes or like the Quran quotes.
And he was like, that's Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that's great. That's so good.
Funny.
Yeah, I thought that was great. And I really like this little thing that you can kind of take away from the show, which is just because someone treats you as their enemy doesn't mean that they are, that they're your enemy. Yeah. And that kind of played out where they're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't kill this person just because they tried to kill me.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh yeah, that's what a hero is, right? So I like that. And then I wrote montage of their plan.
Bro, yes, montage of the plan.
And I thought it was super convenient that everyone was there.
Well, that's why she did the viral thing.
Before that.
Yeah.
You know, that she literally just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Well, she said because nobody's there and she can record her TikTok. So that's why she's famous. And the lighting is good. That's what she said.
I said disco ball. Who set up that disco ball? Who had the time to set up that disco ball? And how did it just come out of the ceiling on its own?
Listen, things.
Who came up with that idea? I mean, visually fine, that's fine, but like, okay. And then I also wrote, I like the music. And then what's this?
What?
Still with me? Always was. Kids? So romantical. Oh my god. That was a sweet moment, but I can't remember what it was. Like, still with me, and someone says always was.
Yeah.
Who was that? Where was that? Who was that?
I
know Cameron and Kamala were together, and they were about to kiss, and it was so cute, right? And then Bruno like comes in, like,
it's like, hey, leave him alone. I don't remember who said that.
Maybe it was them. Maybe it was Kamala saying "still with me," and Cameron was like "always was," and they're like, "Oh," and then they like. And then why did I say kids? Did he talk about having kids? Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways, I thought I was romantical.
Okay.
And then I said, OMG, come on, guys. Come dance with me. I know you like these moves. Oh, that was Bruno when he was trying to...
Yeah.
I thought, I don't know. I was like...
Oh, he's not. It's cute.
I know you like these moves.
And then you have the community. Okay. Huh? This is where I want you to stop, because this is where I want to talk about. I think because the whole time we were going through this, and I remember even at the beginning, I was like, why is she called Miss Marvel?
Right.
And then they get to the end and she's on the roof with her dad, and then it's just fitting that he gives her name, or he helps her find her name, and it's so cute. I teared.
Yeah, I mean, I got teary-eyed too. Like her standing in the mirror, looking at herself, and then looking at her idol. Yeah. And then seeing herself. Yeah. As her idol in that sense.
You did it, girl.
She's a Marvel. You know, the father said that you're a Marvel, like you're our little Miss Marvel.
Oh my god, like, I'm teary-eyed again. It's so
Miss Marvel.
And she just hugs her dad, and it was such a convincing father-daughter moment. Yeah. And then did you watch till the end credits? Did you watch till the end? Because I looked and it said 15 minutes left, and then it ended, and I was like, nah, I'm watching. And then that's what we're gonna do next, right?
We're gonna watch the Marvels?
We're gonna watch the Marvels. Because at the end, if you didn't watch the end, Carol Danvers and her kind of swap places. And then it says Miss Marvel will return back in the Marvels. So now we're gonna watch the Marvels.
Yeah, I think Ms. Marvel overall was a really good series.
I did not think I was gonna like it, Carl, but you know what it is as well. It's different because you're getting a different culture and like a different like sense of things. So it makes it fresh.
Something, yeah, exactly. It makes something that might not be so
because the
new.
Concept is
different because it's different.
Also, her abilities, I think, are super cool. Like, just from what we've seen, like, they're not the normal, just shoot stuff to hurt people, Like, a lot of times she was using her offensive weapon as defensive things. Like, when she guarded them from shooting Cameron, and then when she put him in like a thing, and then when she protected herself from getting a lot of it, like, she could be making like sharp daggers and shooting people, but she's using it to save people. It's fantastic.
You're right. And the part where she's like embiggen, that's from the comics. Like, it makes no sense that she says that in the show, but it's because it's in the comic. And in the comic, her powers are slightly different. In the comic, her powers, like, Mr. Fantastic, she's just stretchy. She's not like Green Lantern and does things like that. But she just grows and big, like, so she's bigger, and that's where the embiggen thing comes from. But in the show, it's like, I guess the force field kind of goes around her, and she gets bigger like that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. It's still pretty cool.
I also noticed the one thing that you talked about before, that you were like, I think they're trying to make her a mutant or something like that. And then that was what Bruno said at the end.
Right,
well.
that's right.
Yeah.
Your DNA is different.
It's mutating or something.
I'm like,
And the whole time I was like, Carl is like, here we go. Like, I just knew, because Carl mentioned this like way early in the season, in the series.
And it's like, it's like they're, what things that are happening in the comics are kind of happening, like they're trying to align them a little bit more. And so not too long ago, they made Kamala into a mutant in the comics. And I'll tell you, know what else happened in the comics?
What?
She died.
Ah!
She dies, and she comes back as a mutant. But anyways, I don't know that Ms. Marvel needs a second season. I like the first season as is, and I don't know that I need a second season. I mean, I want more stories from her, but I'd be fine if it were just a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a whole... I mean,
I guess we did her origin
story. If they make it good, sure, but I just don't feel like it's necessary.
You know what they did? This is such a great origin story. Like, they really did do a good job on this. Even down to the fact where, okay, this is an origin story. She doesn't even have a name. She doesn't know what's going on. Like, they did the whole training thing in episode 2. But even down to what you were saying, where she was looking in the mirror and looking up at Captain, like that is such a good origin story to me. Like, it's just like, and this is who I am. Oh, by the way, you're a mutant. I'm so angry. But yeah, so that was good. Oh my gosh. So let's go on to Gilded Age, season 2, episode 6. Carl, what happened in this episode? I don't know the name, so I didn't do my quick
what happens in this episode? I mean, we actually talked a little bit about it already. In the beginning, there's all these strikes happening. And I wasn't really sure.
Episode.
I really wasn't sure what Mr. Russell was gonna do. Like, he kept pushing and pushing. Like, is he gonna let those people get shot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, did you think that was gonna happen?
I knew he wasn't gonna, like, as soon as he went to the house.
So extreme.
As soon as he went to the house and he saw the family, and then the kid was like, "Hey, I just started at the mill, whatever." As soon as I saw that, I was like, "All right." So like because he has a son, like he has
kids. Mill instead of going to school.
Yeah, so I knew that he wasn't.
Yo,
that other guy. That other guy was ready to let him get shot though. The other guy that be with him, that guy is straight old money.
Yeah, he's supposed to represent the corporation people, I guess, who don't care about the little people.
So funny, man.
And then I wrote, the Wintertons brought over people to the new opera house.
Yes!
Right?
Because they got kicked out because old girl is a lady's maid. And so somebody blew up her spot.
Fine, we're just gonna bring everybody we know.
He was like, our friends will come with us, and I'm like, yo.
And she's like, that might be the best. Well, she don't know what she's talking about because it seems like they're all. Are you okay?
No, I'm saying, oh my gosh, because of the season.
And then Mrs. Winterton's like, and so the guy who's running the opera, he's like, and we're gonna give her the central box. And Mrs. Russell's face was what?
Yeah. But you kind of have to, right? She's feeling it.
But her husband
listen,
came around the bend and set that stuff straight.
This is what I'm saying. I know that Mr. and Mrs. Russells are villains. Like, in the societal world, the corporate world, whatever, they're villains. But if this man doesn't go hard for his family, bro, if he doesn't go hard for his family.
And the thing is, he ain't so wrong. You know, he's got a point. Without him, you wouldn't have this right now. Because, we put the bill here to save your ass. So it's like, he's not so wrong there. I mean, so what? She brought over some people. You know what?
No, but what gets me is the way, and this is where the villain part comes out, right? He's like, don't let either of them know. It's gonna be on opening night that you let it know. So he didn't want him to tell nobody that they didn't have the box or whatever. He was like, no, you were gonna do the switcheroo. You're gonna do the rope beat dope.
Oh my god. Did you see it already? She's seen all the episodes, so did you see that happen? Look,
oh yeah.
Oh my god. No, I'm so crazy. I'm like so excited. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Oh my god.
Like, you can't even imagine what's gonna happen. That's all I'm gonna say. It's so good, bro.
And then there's that, you know, the kid who kind of like did a little invention, got his clock to work, right?
He's
again.
So cute.
I loved how, like, money means so much. Like, little money to us means so much back then, and everyone was like pitching in.
Everybody,
everyone,
even Agnes,
yes,
my
that's
girl
what I was
Agnes,
gonna say.
bro.
Like, it's like that's another side of her. She's actually, you know, like she cares about
she does
everyone, and you know what I mean. Like, she's like, let me give you some money too. It's like, oh,
she has a hierarchy. Like like she has a hierarchy of how things should be in her mind, but she's also just like, she was like, oh no, like your success or whatever is everyone's success. And then he's like, well, there's no guarantee that they'll be returning your money. She's like, don't even think about it. And then Marion donated, and I was just like,
yeah, I thought that was a nice moment.
So cute.
I mean, especially a nice little character moment for Agnes, because you know you don't see her like that normally.
I love Agnes, bro.
And then there's
she's my bottom B.
And then there's Marion with what's that guy? Dashiell.
Cousin Dashiell.
Yeah, and they're like chilling together, and I guess he invited her to some kind of party or some kind of gathering, and she had to tell him that, oh, I can't go because I volunteered to help teach some kids. Oh my god, I just remember what Agnes said about those kids. She's so bad.
Again, she has a hierarchy. She's not perfect. We're working on Agnes. We're working on her.
Because Mary's like, oh, I have to teach some kids some basic English and math and things like that. And
she's like, can't you teach those, whatever she called them? And she's
Yeah.
like, please don't call them that. And I'm just like,
messed
and
up.
let me tell you, it was casual over dinner. Like, it was casual.
So she tells Dashiell that she can't make it, and he's like, oh, you can't, you have to. Can you get the day off? And like, I really want you to be there. And and then she's like, well, you know, I volunteered, I'm a teacher there.
Everybody's
and he's like, you're not really a teacher, right? You're just doing it part-time or something like that, right?
Yeah,
he kind of played down her job.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a real teacher. It's okay. You can skip.
And you know, Marion has this thing, right? She has this thing where she wants to be very independent and very against like the normal traditions and stuff, so that
right, she's her own woman, kind of. She's not like living to find a husband, right, to take care of her. Yeah, right.
But so this is what I was saying. So Carl didn't like that Dashiell said that comment. I don't like that he said it either, right? But he is not a bad guy. Like, I don't think from what we've seen of him that he is a bad guy. He's also not a bad looking guy.
You know, maybe like she might not be considered a real teacher, like someone who went to school to be a teacher. She's just literally volunteering to like.
She's also a teacher. No, I'm joking.
You know what I mean? But, like, so like I don't really blame him for like I don't fault him.
He just really wanted her there because obviously he's infatuated with her. So.
And we know why he wanted her to be there.
So
and then the Reverend Forte is sick.
Yes.
Like really poor Aunt
Ada.
Oh
my god.
Poor Aunt Ada, like come on, give her a break.
Yeah.
Did Agnes put a curse on him or something?
Like she went in there, I put a spell on you.
Like come on, right? Poor Aunt Ada.
Yeah.
That sucks. And you know, back then apparently they didn't really know how to treat cancer.
Oh, so you know what it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure if you knew already what it was.
Yeah. Like bull crap. Come on.
Yeah.
What bull crap. That sucks. And then proposal. Oh, right. Dashel.
I was wondering if that was in this episode. That's why I was real quiet.
Right before that, though, Marion goes to school to do her job to teach. I thought this was super convenient that some lady walks in. It's like,
oh, somebody
don't you
went
want to go to that party?
Yeah,
So good. You should go.
Yeah, somebody snitched and said, get a sub in that class.
Yeah. You know what? It would make sense too, though, if you were to talk to her and be like, I'm about to propose to her. Can you please let her come? That would make sense. You think that's what happened? Because I thought it was way too convenient that this lady's like, oh yeah, sure, you should go because this is the end of the episode. You should go.
And they were like, everybody's gonna be at this party. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. You should go. And she went, and she was actually happy to go.
Yeah,
she was happy to go.
And then she goes there, and she's been like,
bro, Aunt Agnes is on some other stuff. But did you see who left kind of upset when that proposal happened? The young Mr. Russell, Larry.
Yeah.
He turned around. He was very annoyed.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we kind of already see the seeds being planted there.
Those seeds were being planted for since. But you know what? There are series where it's like it's never meant to be things,
and
so
it's part of the
always
tension
like
that's always interesting.
It's always like timing or whatever. So
I mean,
there's always that.
I thought it was hilarious when he finally proposed to Marion, and Marion was so visibly wanting to not it was like
she started
how
crying.
Could you not see that?
She started crying. He was like, "Are these tears of joy?"
And then, of course, Aunt Agnes is like, "Bravo, bravo!" And literally, everyone, it's as if she had said yes already.
Yeah.
And then Ada's like, "She didn't say yes yet." Yeah. She's like, "Well, she will.
She will." That's so funny.
And then Marion says,
"Do you really want me to?" Yeah, I was like,
"Will you marry me?" If you want me to, I guess.
I get it though, because then she looks over at the crowd, and then she looks like, you know,
and then looks at his daughter, who's like, "Mommy."
Okay, you gotta watch the next episode.
I mean, I didn't think it was realistic. I just felt like everyone can see on her face.
Well, no,
like
because
she didn't want to.
Well, also though, a lot of people don't want to marry people, but you kind of gotta.
Right. Well, they're probably like, of course she's gonna marry him. She was talking to Aunt Ada, like, you told me that, you know, he has everything a woman would want, right? And like he has this and this and this and this. He's perfect, right? Shouldn't I be convinced? Nice. Are you trying to convince yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Girl, just marry him. What she got a problem for? What does she got a problem with? She has no problem except for the writer wanting to have a problem.
Wow.
Right? For the show.
Well,
drama.
She may not have feelings for him.
She has no feelings?
For him.
Yeah.
Yikes. Alright, well, you gotta watch episode 7 and then episode 8. You got 2 more episodes. I'm so upset. I want more Gilded Age.
I'm just gonna mention it real quick. I think Pokemon Concierge looks fantastically
It looks cute.
And we should watch it and support it with stop motion animation. It looks fantastic. We should watch it. And then Arcane Season 2, there's a first look. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will now watch
Arcane Season 2 first look. I should probably finish Season 1. Okay.
Oh, it's the bad guy from the first season, right?
I watched 2 episodes.
Oh, no. So, because I played League of Legends, Wild Rift, there are some characters that I recognize, and I'm curious if he's turning into one of those characters. Wow, that's a teaser. Like if
Yeah, it's just a teaser.
I mean, it's literally a super teaser. Like if you didn't ever play the game, you might not get anything. And so yeah, that's kind of interestingly difficult actually. And then movies I want to watch still is Wonka. I still want to watch Wonka.
Wonka's good. I haven't seen it, but I hear it's
gonna be gone before we get to watch it.
Well,
and then here are all the movies that are coming out this year.
Oh my God, Carl!
Or is it just this month? It's this year.
Why do you have everything from
really
the
quick.
year?
List them up really quick. Leave the World Behind on Netflix. Dune 2, Mean Girls, which is a musical. Furiosa, Twisters, the sequel to Twister. Deadpool 3, Sonic 3, Despicable Me, whatever, fourth, whatever it is. Nosferatu remake, Mufasa, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Saw 11. I heard Saw 10 was really good. A movie called Mickey 17 that I want to watch. New Jordan Peele movie. And also Wicked Part 1, the new Kung Fu Panda, Inside Out number 2, Borderlands, Alien Romulus, I can't wait, Beetlejuice 2, Transformers 1, it's animated, Joker Folie à Deux, Paddington in Peru, Gladiator 2, weird to have a Gladiator 2, Venom 3, a new Karate Kid movie that stars both Jackie Chan and the original cast of Karate Kid, which is crazy, awesome. And then a new Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohan, something like that, and it's animated. And then we can leave Lisa Frankenstein for next week.
Yeah, we'll leave her for next week.
Yep, so look forward to all those movies.
Yeah, Carl cannot be. I need to start editing Carl's edits because he got lost somewhere.